Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. That's caught at the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, here's Herbert. Has good room at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. They motion the tight end over. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Play action now for Herbert. Watson with the catch. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So now it's 2nd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Herbert escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Tompkins now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no...
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow their early lead to 8. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, here are the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. Forced out to his right. Oh, and that extends their lead to 10 points. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Broke through the tackle, and he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Mix off the play action. Hits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And he drives this forward to the 6. A 4-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 3rd down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Our score, 17-7. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Slot man motioned over. Herbert here, 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And he can escape no longer. They roll over and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Broncos get set to take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Sir, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He finds McConkey. And he's a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, Herbert. He sends this one to the end zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tompkins now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. He's going to be touchdown as that return comes to an end. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this first and 10. Now give left side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They're now set for first and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll send him over right. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Broncos are on the move here. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Got it, man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. Oh, he trucked that defender. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Play action with Nix. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. They'll throw again. Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the pocket, look. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Nix now to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Pass taken in by Sutton. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Play action now for Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. I think We actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. Yeah, they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Here comes the final play of our first half. Dillon quick on the draw. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Wangu now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. They bring McLaurin in motion right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now Herbert to throw. Completed to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So that brings up 2nd down. Now Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Going for it on 4th, Knicks. They connect for the first. He's at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down.